Hi, my name is Jack Reeder with FMX Solutions, and today we're going to take a look at Reservation Center. Reservation Center is an app we've developed for Easy Vista owners that allows the business to be able to request or ask for things on a loan basis. So ask for loaners. For example, a laptop. That's a very common request. So end users might need to reserve a laptop, assuming they don't have one for their normal business or they need an additional one for some reason. They would request a loaner laptop for a particular duration. And so we built a process, an app, Reservation Center, that allows that business user to go to the user portal, and under loaners, you would create a section probably called Reservation Center where they can choose a loaner, either laptops or projectors or whatever else you need to loan to the business. So the business user would be able to go to the user portal, navigate to Reservation Center, select the type of item that they want to reserve. And when they click on that, they'll be prompted with information about the loaner process. So that's what I'm going to demonstrate. I'm not going to demonstrate it directly from the end user portal because that'll be whatever your portal is. It's just an item, a reference in your request catalog. But we also have the means to reserve an item via the IT user or whoever manages your loaners. In this case, Reservation Center, actually the screen that you're seeing now, this is the Reservation Center app. The end user never sees this. The end user only sees the end user portal that they're already familiar with, selects an item in your catalog to reserve something. But a technician can also create a reservation for a user, either through Easy Vista Service Manager, Service Apps, or through here. This is where we process and view the loaners that are reserved or being picked up or dropped off. We have also added the ability to create a new reservation from this interface. And so that's what this button in the top right corner is. So I'm going to submit a loaner reservation and talk through that process. But instead of doing it through the end user portal, I'll do it through here, but the process is the same, the experience is the same. It's just that we're doing it from two different portals. So create new reservation. When the user clicks that button, they're presented with the different objects that you've decided to present to the users that they can choose from to reserve. In this case, in this example, we have laptops, MiFi, tablet, and whiteboard. You would curate whatever list makes sense for you. Some clients, many clients actually only use the laptop. That's the primary thing that they loan and the main thing that they want to track, especially because of its value. So that's what we're going to do in our demonstration. We're going to reserve a laptop, which is the top choice here. When I click select, or the end user clicks select, they're prompted for who is this for? Who is the reservation for? It defaults to the login user, but they can change it to whoever they need. I'll choose Chris Miller as the recipient for this loaner. Next, they need to choose the start and end date, the loan period. So they'll choose a date, for example, the 22nd, and a time. Let's say I plan to pick it up at around 8 a.m. and I'm going to drop it off at the end of the week, which will be the 26th, Friday the 26th. And let's say I plan to drop it off at 4 p.m. Click Next. Now that the system knows what date range the user wants to reserve the device, we can present to them all the devices that are available during that period. This is the primary feature of the system. It tracks what reservation periods each device has been reserved for and makes sure that the next person who needs this device or a similar device isn't offered this device as a loaner because it's already reserved by someone else. So here's that list. In this case, I just see a list of MacBook Pros. One of the advantages of this feature is that the end user gets to choose the device that they want. So if there's a particular type of laptop, MacBook versus PC, or if there's a PC or Mac that they've used in the past and they know the asset tag or the serial number, they can reserve that same item again in the future. I'll just randomly pick one of these and click OK. And that's it for the submission. The end user just tells us who this is for, what is the date range you need the loaner, and once we know that, they pick from the list of devices that are available during that period. Now that loaner request is in the system, and this is what the technician who is managing reservations will see. They'll be able to see on a daily basis what items are pending pickups. So the blue area is pickups pending. The orange area are returns pending. So once something is loaned out and picked up, we're then waiting for it to be returned. So we can always track who has what, where is everything. In the lower right-hand corner, we have the loaner inventory. So these might be all the objects that we offer for loan so that those managing the loaner center know what their inventory should be. They'll be able to see what is out on loan, or actually what is about to go out on loan. In other words, pending pickup. So I would be able to see that so-and-so is picking up something today. Once they walk in the door, I would ask them their name, find their loaner request in the list, click that item. I can see exactly which item they've reserved so that we don't give them the wrong device. Go back into your storeroom, wherever you keep your devices, find the device, hand it to the user, and click complete. When you click complete, it'll prompt, assuming you have an iPad, you don't have to use this feature. But if you're using an iPad, for example, to manage your loaners, and this app is great for that, we can ask the end user to sign with their finger on the iPad, just as makes them feel like they're committed to the loaner and that we do expect them to return this. Some accountability, and click OK. Now the pickup process has been completed. So the reservation process is very simple. And so when a person returns a device, they walk up to the counter or to the room or the stock room or wherever the loaner technician is. They present their device, and you would probably ask their name, find their loaner reservation in the return section, confirm that they're returning the proper device, and click complete. At this point, we're prompting who is returning. Oh, by the way, on the previous screen, I forgot to point it out. On the previous screen, we're assuming that the recipient is the person who is picking it up. But if someone else picked it up on behalf of somebody, we can track that. Same thing for the return. Whoever's returning it, we can track who that person is. Right now, it's just defaulting to me, but I could, indicate that Chris Miller returned it. And any notes. Looks like it was dropped in water or whatever. And click OK. Now that it's been returned, that device is now available again for loan during the period they requested it. Obviously, that period has passed. But now we know that that item is back in our inventory and is available to loan again. One of the features of the system is we can stack up loan periods for a single device. So if we know that Jane needs it this week and Bob needs it next week and Sally needs it the week after that and so on, we can have as many reservations as we need stacked up week after week or day after day. And the system is tracking the availability of that item during any particular time frame. So that if somebody else needs a loaner, when they check the loaner inventory, or all devices that conflict with their loaner timeframe, they won't be offered as an option for them to choose. And so again, the system manages what loaners are available for a particular time period when the user is making their loaner request. The system is also reminding that user as soon as they submit their request that they have a due date, that we expect it to be returned on a particular date. It'll remind them prior to that date, and if for some reason they don't return it on time, let them know that they are late and they need to return it, because the assumption is there might be somebody else who needs that same device and we need things returned on time. So when you think of it from the technician's perspective, they don't know anything about the loaners until it's pickup day for any particular loaner request. So they just need to check, or they don't even need to monitor this at all, actually. When the user arrives and says, hey, I reserved a laptop, I'm here to pick it up, you'll just pull up the app, you'll find that person, find that device, pull it out of off the shelf, hand it over to the user, ask them to sign, and you complete this action, and your transaction is done until they return it. Then when they return it, it's the reverse. You receive the laptop, verify that it is the laptop that they borrowed, and confirm that it has been returned and who returned it. And now it's back in inventory. So, Reservation Center is an awesome process that makes it very simple and efficient to manage any type of loaner. This example is for laptops, but it can be used to loan any object to the business. I hope you found this video helpful and interesting. If you would like Reservation Center to improve your business, just contact me or any FMX consultant, or visit our website at fmxsolutions.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out all our other videos. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you in the next video.